kids. Welcome you all to today's topic of comprehension and summarizing, page number 209. My dear student, here what comes to your mind when I say comprehension and summarizing? Don't you think this word itself give the hidden meaning to this topic? Yes. Comprehension, it's like a passage, and summarizing means reading the passage and summarizing it into some important points. Now, let us see what are the key points to keep in mind in order to write the summarization of a particular comprehension. Now, let us see here comprehension of unseen passage. You can see here it's written, in order to test the reading skill of the student, an unseen passage is set in examination. As we all know that unseen passages comes in your exam, right? And here, related to that comprehension passage, there will be multiple choice questions and you need to read it thoroughly and then summarize it in your mind and then write the question answer, right? So here you can see a box here, the important points. What is the first one? Read the passage carefully. As we all know that simply reading doesn't make understanding, right? So for that you need to read the passage carefully. You need to understand each and every word of that passage. The second one is read the question and then go through the passage once again. After reading this entire passage, then try to read the question and think what the question is asking to you and then try to find the answer inside the passage. Now, underline the sentence or sentences that contain the answer to the given question. So if you find any question answer to it, then simply underline it so that when you are writing the question answer, you will be easily quoting the same line from the paragraph. Okay. Now, in case of multiple choice questions, choose your option carefully. As the first point says that read the passage carefully, my dear student. As I told you, in order to understand the entire passage, read it carefully. Until and unless you understand the passage, you cannot attempt the question answer. And the best part is the person who read it carefully and understand it carefully or understand each word of that particular passage, then he or she never refers to the passage again. He will simply write the answer to the questions. But there is again option. You can read the question, try to make yourself understand and then find the answer to it in the passage. So for that you need to underline the lines of the passage which consist or which contain that question answer. Now, in case of response type question, provide the answer in the same sentence in which the question are asked. You can easily guess the heading title of the passage from the first few sentences of a passage in most cases. My dear student, in many of the paper, you will get a question like give a suitable title for this passage. Don't you think after reading that particular passage we come to know that what is the protagonist of or we can say what is the main focus or main topic of that particular passage? In that focus of that particular topic, it can be the heading or can be the title of that passage. It's not that difficult. You just need to read it properly, and if you understand that what it is talking all about, then you can give that particular word as a title to the passage. Now, be brief and to the point in writing answers. Sometimes what happens when someone write answers, they just move on here and there, right? They never give the exact answer to the question what it is asking. If it is asking like for example, what is your father name? You are writing there grandpa's name or your address, where you live. So these are some of the error or these are some of the mistakes what we commit. So in order to avoid all these mistakes and fetch good mark in your exam, try to read it thoroughly and write it to the point. What the question is asking and what you are giving the answer. Now you can see a passage has been given here in your book. It's written this very small bird is found throughout the world. There are many different species of sparrows. There are about 50 different species of sparrows living in north and south. Don't you think after reading these two lines, if I say you that give a title to this passage, then you will say it's all about birds, right? So in this way, and in every sentence beginning, it's talking about sparrows. So we can say title as the lifestyle of sparrow, or it can be sparrow, or it can be the story of a bird, sparrow, right? So this is all the keynotes to be kept in mind. It's my humble request to all, please write the heading comprehension of unseen passage in your notebook and write this important points, all the 7 points in your copy, and rest you need to solve this exercise, the first exercise, this very small bird. Okay, so if still you face any problem regarding this topic, please feel free to ping me up in my personal window. Let us move to the next topic now. Next topic, as we have already read comprehension, and this is the second part of it, that is summarizing, page number 216. Here you can see the first line. It's written, in our busy world, nobody has time to read the detailed reports or passages. Definitely. As such, summarizing of a long passage has become very important. Yes. So if it's a big 2 or 3 pages story, if someone say you please summarize it, then what do? Don't do you write the entire story or entire scenario depicting in that? No. We just take out the important points of it and just make it a summary. Similarly, in this busy world, in this 21st century, what happened is that no one has time. They are always busy, so they always think about in short, right? So the summarizing is the best part in order to save your time and in order to make you focus or create your interest in that particular passage to read. So summarizing is nothing but making the notes or making the passage and framing it in a short notes, okay, and telling everyone in short. So you can see the definition here. Again, you can give the heading summarizing and page number 216, and you need to write a summary gives us the gist or essence of a given passage. Summary means it's a gist. Gist means in short you will write the entire story. If it is 3 pages, you have to write it in 1 page. It is written in one word, one's own word, and it should be 1/3 of the original passage. So it should be 1/3, and you need to write it in your own language, own words. It's not like copy paste, okay? You cannot write the same lines, repeated lines of the summary. You need to make it short and simple and to the point. Now you can write in your copy the following points, that is, read the passage carefully till you understand the subject matter thoroughly. My dear student, I'll always tell you that it's not like reading once and you will get all the essence of that particular passage. No. You need to read it twice. It can be thrice as well. Reading thrice or twice, it's not a harm. It's better for your understanding. Until and unless you understand a concept, you cannot write anything. Without knowing a story, do you think that if I ask you a question, you will be able to give the answer? No. So for that, you need to read the entire story. Then you will be very much frank and open up to give me the answer, right? So you need to write these key points in your notebook. The first point is read the passage carefully till you understand the subject matter thoroughly. Put down the main ideas in the passage. Just write down the important points. Arrange this in a regular connected series of a sentence. That means, for example, if I say, my dear student, what do you do when you wake up? If you say me that, okay ma'am, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I go for bath, I eat, and then I pack my bags and go to school. If you say that ma'am, I wake up early morning, I simply came directly to the school, then I went back home, brushed my teeth, then I came again to my school, and again I went back to have breakfast. Is it the sequence that you are following? No. You need to be spontaneous. You need to be sequence in order. You need to arrange things, what should come first and what should come at the end and what should be the middle part. So this is The main essence of this summarizing, my dear student, you need to arrange in a regular connected series. That means each sentence should be connected. There should be a rhythm, right? Now, omit all ornamental language. Ornamental language means it's like bombastic word or the difficult words. Like if figurative language is there, just remove it. Like simile, metaphor, anaphora, personification, and all. Just remove it and write it in simple language. Now, add nothing of your own. Don't write any imaginative words. Okay, you need to write in short and brief. It should be given in the same tense throughout. If it is in present tense, you need to write in present tense. If it is in past tense, you need to write in past tense. You should not change the tense, my dear student. So I hope this topic is as well clear to you, and for your betterment, please solve this first exercise of your book. The invention of printing is an epoch-making achievement in history of human civilization. So if you face any problem regarding this topic, please feel free to call me and clarify your doubts. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.